What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Salty Sleggy. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's game is Little Devil Inside. Little Devil Inside is an upcoming action-adventure video game developed and published by Neostream Interactive. The game's single-player and cooperative multiplayer mode both follow the professional and personal lives of explorers searching for monsters and supernatural events in the 19th century-inspired world. Planned to release on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, followed by Nintendo Switch and Xbox One at a later date after an exclusivity deal, and is scheduled to release in the winter of 2022. Little Devil Inside was originally conceived by its creative director Cody Lee and was developed as the first game by Neostream Interactive, who initially began in 1998 as a multimedia design and production company. Development began originally using the Unity engine, then later switched to the Unreal Engine by Epic Games. The game was first announced through a Kickstarter campaign in April of 2015 alongside a pre-alpha trailer and gameplay footage, and an entry on Steam Greenlight. At the time of the original campaign, the game had an approximate release window of fall of 2016, backed by over 5,000 people. The Kickstarter campaign raised $306,515,000 by its completion in May of 2015. Subsequently, the game's original release window was pushed back due to an increase in its scope. In December of 2017, the developers released a new trailer for the game and began communicating a planned release date of late 2018, with PC planned as the first release platform. However, that window passed without the game being released. The game's original campaign stated that it was planned to release on Steam platforms, Windows, Mac, and Linux, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Wii U console added later as a stretch goal. However, during the PlayStation 5 reveal event in June of 2020, it was announced that Little Devil Inside would be a timed console exclusive for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. In a message to their Kickstarter backers, Neostream announced that they plan to release concurrently with PC as part of their agreement with Sony. However, no mention was made of Xbox or Nintendo platform releases. A later website update for the game confirmed a planned release for Windows, and that releases for Nintendo Switch and Xbox One were still planned for once the PlayStation exclusivity period expires. The developers described it as a surreal, unrealistic world somewhere between heaven and hell. The main character you play is Billy. He is a swordsman employed by a research team led by college professor Vincent and his colleague Dr. Oliver to travel the world in search of supernatural and other unusual incidents. The ultimate objective set out by the researchers is to assemble a complete encyclopedia of all phenomenal existence. The game also takes a satirical angle on the video game cliche of hunting monsters for financial reward, but also exploring the more mundane aspects of such characters' lives and their financial inequality with their employers. In the words of Neostream, the game is not just about killing archdemons and saving the world. Take in the atmosphere and live a realistic life in an unrealistic world. This is a game that tells stories about people with unusual jobs, such as hunting monsters, and what happens in their everyday life doing so. The game leans towards a more minimalistic visual style with only a minimal user interface, avoidance of menus wherever possible instead of requiring players to ascertain details by observing visual clues and communicating with their character. For example, characters will begin to limp if they are hurt, cough if they become sick, or shiver if they become too cold. Although the various characters available to players will have different traits and stats, example, boastful characters hiding when they are injured, female obsessed characters having narrower vision, these will not be explicitly displayed to the player, instead requiring them to be deduced. The game features elements of survival, combat, and open world exploration. However, its developers, Neostream Interactive, have described the game's survival elements as rather easy compared to other games in the survival genre, stating that the game is not about how long you can survive in a certain environment, instead being about taking a trip for a mission and surviving during the process. Examples of in-game survival elements include harvesting water from cacti, chopping wood to make fire, and cooking food obtained from hunting. Players can use a variety of weapons and tools to survive and accomplish their objectives, such as sword, shield, gun, grappling hook, bombs, tent, and cooking equipment. The game takes place across multiple locations with differing environmental conditions, including desert, snow, forest, mountains, swampland, and deep sea diving. There are areas that are connected by a world map which uses tilt shift effects to create the appearance of miniature scale. Although this overall map is available, players cannot fast forward their travel to these locations. Instead, they must take direct control of their transportation during the journey and respond to events that occur on the way, such as encounters with NPCs, overcoming obstacles such as a flock of sheep, or being ambushed by enemies. Players also have the ability to upgrade their transportation alongside their weapons and armor as the game progresses. Between missions, players can return to the safety of the game's hometown to rest and prepare for further adventures, such as talking with NPCs, gathering information on the next location through library research, and preparing for its weather conditions. According to Neostream, this preparation is key to further success. You'll need to prepare for unexpected encounters with the weather, have the necessary intel about the region, equip your gear as you see fit, get on a vehicle and react to the unexpected events that arise during your journey. Depending on how you prepare for the mission and how you react and respond to events will determine how easily or hard you can achieve the missions. The game also includes roguelike gameplay elements. In the event of the player characters dying, the character cannot be resurrected. However, the player can take subsequent characters to the same location in order to recover any lost equipment. The game also supports cooperative multiplayer, including local multiplayer, where more than one player participates in the same mission. Additionally, the game features the possibility of random encounters between players as well. And that's it, guys. That's all I know about Little Devil Inside. I know it's a long one. I usually have them very shorter, but there's a lot to cover in this game. I think it looks cool, quirky, and kind of cute, if I'm honest. I am really considering this game. I think it actually has good potential. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, Little Devil Inside. Thanks for watching as always. I appreciate if you made it this far. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. It helps out me and helps out the channel. Subscribe for more upcoming games in the future. You'll find social links down below. Hit that notification bell. And as always, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.